Alright, the 50-50. A quick note about the name. This trick was called a 50-50 before 50-50 grinds were invented. So, two tricks with the same name is just something we have to live with. If you want to be completely clear, you can call it a 50-50 stand. But it's not called a truck stand. That's something Tony Hawk, his video game created for the no-handed version. But this is just plain 50-50s. The version I'm going to be teaching is when the nose is on the ground and then you hook your foot under, land on the truck, and then grab it. So, the first thing you want to do when you set up is to have the board tilted a little bit front side. If the board's straight, like completely parallel to your shoulders, when you pull the board up, you might hit your knee, and it's just a lot harder. So you want to keep the board a little bit ahead of you, but your front foot should stay straight. That way you can sort of push down on this side and get it flipping a little bit extra if you need to. This foot, you should put it about right in the middle. If you put it really high, it'll flip over really easy, but then the transfer down to the truck gets hard. If you have it too low, it'll be hard to flip over. So right in the middle works fine. And as for the trick, basically what you're doing is shifting your weight from this foot to this foot as the board tips over. So just bring your foot over, tip it over, and then start to lean back a little bit, grab the nose, and you should aim for about, I'd say about here. Pretty much just a straight line from where your foot is to where the tail is. And keep all your weight on this foot, and you just sort of keep it steady with your hand. You shouldn't have it so far dipped down that there's actually weight on your hand and you have to hold it in place, because that makes flips out a lot harder. It can rip out of your hands, and you don't want that, trust me. So to land, there are a couple ways. The really easy way to do it if you're having a lot of trouble is just sort of tip it back this way. Your foot should be just floating around out here, so if it starts to tip, you can just sort of bring it over, and that's the simple way to do it. The better way is when you're grabbing onto the nose, your thumb should be on top, by the way, unless you're trying like a triple finger flip out or something, where your hand could be like that. You should always have it like this. You can actually break your wrist trying it this way if you land wrong, because you can land with your foot on the wheel and sort of twist it. And if it twists the opposite way than that your hand is, then you're going to have some trouble. So you want to have your thumb on top and then jump, and once you get off the board, just sort of let it drop. If that doesn't work for you, you can also go this way some when you flip it. So instead of doing a half flip, it does a little bit less than that, but it also spins. That makes it a little bit easier. The main problems with this trick is where your back foot lands. I find it helps a lot to have my back foot at an angle like that. That way there's not too much weight on either of the wheels, which can just roll and have your foot fly off. Or if your foot's like all the way up against the deck, you'll have a lot of trouble controlling it. Because if your foot's like this, you can put more weight on your toe, more weight on your heel, and you can shift your weight. But this way, you're sort of stuck however you land. So I have your foot like this. You can do a little bit of a flip, sort of roll the truck with your foot as you flip out. But with this, it's really not necessary. After you get this trick, it's really easy to land it to rail. You can do saran wraps, which is where this foot goes around. Switch foot, where you jump and switch feet over and over. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this trick. So watch the videos and good luck.